I'm Yvonne Juarez. I was diagnosed with MS in March of 2015, relapsing remitting MS. I have a chronic severe pain disorder for which I have a pain pump implanted in my intrathecal space. I have extreme nerve pain. I have drop foot, balance issues, bladder issues. I think that covers most of the big ones.
That's good. What I want to do is I want to kind of look at what your limitations are, so we could figure out, okay, if you could come here on a Monday and a Wednesday, what I do is on, let's say Monday, I'll work your legs, and then on Wednesday I'll work upper body. But we have to know what you can do. So this piece of equipment, it's a functional trainer. It's really, you could do every single part of the body with just this one piece.
Nice.
And this way, you're not brought into a gym with tons of people and trying to get on equipment. I train people at every level with this. I could even do a complete bodybuilding workout just on this piece of equipment. Well, what I've got to see is I want to look at your legs.
Yeah.
Number one, what you're doing with your feet, because I used to have drop foot.
Yeah.
Now I no longer have drop foot.
Good, because I need that.
Yeah, so, you know, that's possible. But I also went for stem cells, so the stem cells really repaired it.
Oh, wow.
But doing exercise like this got me to the point where I was able to do a lot that I couldn't do before. And we could strengthen that and work on that drop foot and figure out how to fix it.
Oh, great.
But I want to look at, what I want to do first is I'm going to have you sit here and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, what I want you to do. Okay, so this, in this position, this is a calf raise, okay? It's very hard when you have drop foot to do this, even though your foot is
there and it's just,
right.
It's not signaling, yeah.
It doesn't want to do that with drop foot. So I want to see if you can do it and how high you can do that.
I'd like to see that too.
So let's try that first.
In my head, I can do all things.
Yeah,
you know?
right? I know. I can run a marathon in my head.
I know, it's no problem.
Okay.
Just like that?
Right, and all I need you to do is to lift up on the heels. Oh, you have no problem with that. Good. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to slide you back. You could sit there. I'm going to slide you back. Okay. Now let's go the other way, and with each foot, lift up. Which is the foot that you have to drop?
This is the one that's a problem. I also have a radiculopathy in it, so there's some.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
I've got to tell you, that's pretty amazing.
Okay, good. I've been working hard.
No, because with drop foot, that doesn't happen. So.
Maybe I have less of a drop foot than they thought.
I was going to say, you really, just by what I'm seeing.
I can get there.
Yeah.
This will quit dragging.
Yeah.
Because it buckles on there sometimes.
Yeah.
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 But it's kind of hit and miss when I decide.
Okay, so that's going to be easy for us to really strengthen the feet, the calves, and all of this so that you won't be dragging anymore. So we're going to be doing things that are going to strengthen the foot both ways, which is going to help you when you walk to lift up off the floor and not drag.
Yeah, I slide mostly. I ski.
Yeah, well, we'll get you past that. The other thing I want to do is, if you could stand up. Okay. You could stay exactly where you were,
Okay.
Yeah. And just see if you could sit down and stand up from this position.
Okay.
Right. Do you have control to come down? Yes. Okay, good. And then come on up. That's really good. Okay.
I was in bed for 2 years.
That's pretty amazing for someone who's in bed for 2 years. Have you worked out at all or done
I've been doing physical therapy for a year and a half, so I'm
great.
getting to where I can stand up straight again and walk a bit. But
are they doing any strength training, like resistance training, or is it just functional movements, like helping you to move. What are they actually doing with you? You could say.
Let's see. They've been working mostly on strengthening I have lower back pain residual, and the pump doesn't deal with that very well. And so they've been working on strengthening my back muscles so I can put the right posture in it so that the pain goes away. And when I can manage to hold the right posture, it stops hurting.
Well, I'm gonna get you completely straight.
Okay, good.
Okay, because what we're gonna be doing is strengthening all these muscles in your back
That's
when
right.
we do the upper body. One of the women that I work with, and you'll end up meeting her, her name is Lois. She's about 75 years old now. When she came to me, she was hunched over and she could barely get out of a seat. You watch her today. She could get up out of a seat with a bowl between her legs, with weights in her hands.
Oh, wow.
She stands up like this, where she was like this before.
Yeah, so was I. I've been working on it for
Well,
help.
And I'll explain the key to all that when I talk about your upper body. But right now, so when you're doing your physical therapy, they're not putting any weights on you or resistance bands or...
Sometimes I did for like some of the hip exercises.
Okay.
So like some clamp shells, they
Right.
gave me a resistance band and some like monster walk kind of things.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
They were working on, I got, my tendons are too loose.
Okay.
And so I had pulled one really hard, and so they were having me do reverse curls.
Okay.
And
Bicep
it's
curls.
Yeah, reverse so that it stretches that one that was hurt out. So
Right.
basically I go in and tell them what hurts and then just do whatever around that thing that hurts.
Okay.
And it tends to be my left shoulder, my lower back consistently, although my right is weaker.
Well, what I do is I strengthen the whole body. I don't believe in just spot training a weak area, because what happens is when you start doing that,
Just move to a different spot.
right, and you end up getting lopsided. So we're going to get you completely balanced, starting with the legs and then going to the upper body. I want to check one thing, and then I'll know how to design your leg workout.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm going to have you stand up and just go over there. Now watch what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm doing is, there's a lot of weight on here. And I'm making a movement like this. Now, you're going to have feet comfortably apart so you're stable. Well, what this is doing is this weight is helping to elevate you to come up. But coming down,
You have to use your muscles.
you have to use the muscles, and you're going to come down slowly, touch the bench, and then stand up until you stand all the way up. What that movement does is it strengthens every part of your leg, your butt, everything, and it's going to enable you to be able to walk better, because this movement, when you walk, you're kind of doing that movement. So as long as we strengthen all of this, the walking is going to become easier. So I want to see if you can do this. I'm not going to put it on very heavy, but we have to have enough weight that's going to counterbalance you to bring you up.
Okay.
So hold on to both of those. Stand with a little further than shoulder right, so that you're really balanced.
I'm not sure I'm ever really balanced.
Okay. Yeah, you're not going to fall. I've got you there. Okay, come on up. Okay, great. Okay, so...
Yeah, I can feel it already.
Yeah, but from what I can see, we're not going to have a problem with you. No, but I want to check the other side of your leg. I'm going to check your hamstrings. Yeah, these are the light ones. If you put those on your ankles. Yeah, you're going to be easy. You should see what I work with. People in wheelchairs.
Well, I have one.
canes.
I have a
No.
power wheelchair, I have a walker, I have
Yeah, but you-
canes and a dog, but I
you walk
can
there.
for a while. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I'm
but
getting there. Yeah.
But once you're strong,
I don't need that
you won't need anything anymore.
Good.
Okay, so this is what I want to test you. You're gonna stand up here. You're gonna hold on for balance. You put your legs together. You just gonna come just like that. Okay?
Okay.
With each leg. I want to see if that hurts your back.
Get that?
Yep, perfect. Just bring the leg backwards. Any pain doing that?
Not yet. I usually feel pain later.
Okay,
My knee
well,
creaks a little, but that's about it.
okay, but while you're doing it,
No, no
Nothing.
massive.
let's go with the other leg. Bring it up. And don't worry about the coordination at this point. I just want to make sure you can do it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, great. Well,
Good.
I'm going to get your legs amazingly strong. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do some walking up and down the hallway after we work out. And that's going to get you to be able to,
Put the motion with the
Right.
build up we just did.
right,
Yeah,
see,
that makes
you're
sense.
answering me
There you
before I
go.
even say it. So you know what you're doing.
I
Okay.
hope so.
We can take those off.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to check the upper body. I'm going to
Okay.
see what you can and what you can't do. So one of the movements, I'm going to slide this in a little bit. One of the movements that is extremely important for you is called a pull down. So your back is stretched, it's still against the pad, and you're pulling back and you're squeezing your back muscles. And then you're stretching. I want to see if you can do that. It's not heavy. Okay. So you feel the stretch, and then just keep your head straight. Your hands exactly the way they are, palms together, pulling back, squeezing the back muscles all the way, and then stretching forward. Just do a few of those and we'll see how you feel. Let's do it one more time. Okay, stretch it up. Good. Any pain anywhere?
No, just difficult.
Difficult. Well, of course.
Yeah, but no, nothing shooting.
Okay, good. That movement alone is going to get you to get
Get straighter.
straighter.
Yeah.
It's going to build all these muscles here. When you build the muscles in the back, it pulls you, okay, and it straightens you up. And that's the goal, is to get the back strong and enough muscle mass in there so that you stop doing this,
Mhm.
okay?
Yeah, and I look at the
Yeah.
floor, I'm gonna
Yeah,
fall.
yeah, you-
Spend my whole time looking at the
Right,
floor.
right, and then what's happening is your back is starting to round
Yeah.
here, and your neck is coming forward,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. Okay, so that you can do, not a problem. I'm going to flip this around, so I'm gonna need you to get up and I'm gonna test your movement for your chest, because this is important. Okay. So what's great about this?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to show you, we want to build here as well. You want to build the chest muscles so you're balanced. You don't want a strong back and nothing up here. So this is called the chest fly. And you're stretching your arms out. You're coming in and squeezing. You're coming back and stretching.
Oh, okay.
Every movement that we do has a contraction part and a stretch part. So People always ask, why don't you do stretches?
Because it's in the built.
Because it's built into every single rep that you're doing is stretching, whether it's stretching your back or stretching your chest or stretching your arms. We stretch. With the legs, it's the same thing. You are stretching your quadriceps when you come down,
Yeah.
and you're contracting and coming up. So you don't need to do any more stretching. All right, let's try this. I want to see how you work there. Okay. I'll get it for you if you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You got more arms.
And loose tendons.
Okay.
All right, so.
So the movement, perfect. Try to keep the elbows up. Coming in. You're going to always breathe in when you stretch and breathe out on your contraction. How's that weight feel? Does it feel heavy or?
Well, it's not too heavy,
Okay. Because we end up
but
doing.
it's difficult.
Yeah, we do 10 to 12 repetitions anyway. Okay, perfect. Okay, you can let that go. All right, I'm gonna test your shoulders. Now this, I'll show you what we're gonna be doing. This is a very difficult movement, okay? And when you're here doing this, I'll be handing this to you. I don't want you getting up and down.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to work the front of your shoulders. And one of the reasons that I do this is because a lot of people with MS, they can't reach for things. You know, the coordination isn't there, the arm shakes or whatever. Okay, so if you have your back against the bench, your arms are stretched, so you're stretching the front of your shoulders right now. You're bringing it up a little bit above the parallel. So this is a parallel, you're coming up a little higher. You don't need to come all the way there here, but you're about this height, okay? You're coming down, and everything that you do is going to be pretty much like a 6 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch the shoulders down. Let me see if you could do that.
Okay. See.
Okay.
This way?
You're going to hold it like this.
Okay.
Yep. Got it.
All right. Okay, so.
Stretch with your palms facing backwards, and then bring it straight up as high as you can. That's it. Good. Come on down. Breathe out on the way up. Blow it out. Okay, good. Any pain in the shoulders? Anything hurting? Okay, you can let. And don't worry, you won't break the machine if
Really,
if you drop it.
That's hard.
Okay, I want to look at your triceps and your biceps, and then I'll figure out a program for you.
Perfect.
Did that hurt at all?
Just this left one, I told you I have continual trouble with
Right.
the tendon. I felt it like resisting a bit, but it
Right.
didn't feel like the pain that they
That's
have to work out.
if you're not feeling pain or you're not feeling it straining where it's going to pull, we're okay.
Okay.
If you're feeling it is a little too much, then what we will start with is very, very light, and we'll do this with the dumbbells. Hold that. Hold that. Let's take a look at this. Come on up. And come on down. You feel that might be better for you at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're
But for
good. Yeah.
this level, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you stand over here after let me set this up here. I try to do is have you do as much of these exercises standing.
Oh yeah, because that gives extra
Right.
strength training.
So like the chest and the back right now, we'll be doing it off of the bench. Well, there's even ways of standing with, we have a pad there
Oh,
that gives you back support, which you could do chest and you could do back, and we could do those later. But we're gonna test your triceps. Okay, so this is called a tricep press down, if you don't know that.
I don't know that.
Okay. The elbows are locked in, holding here about mid-range in the bar, coming down and squeezing, coming up, and you feel that stretch in the triceps, and then down in contraction. Let's try that and see how you do there. Elbows locked in, press straight down, squeeze the triceps, come on up, and you feel that stretch, come on down. Keep that pace again, 6 in your head. You want to keep that tension through the whole movement. Let's do one more. Okay, good. Pain, problems?
No, just a slightly irritated shoulder. Still feel a little on that one, but it's,
Right, but not pain.
No.
Not pain, okay. One more movement I want to try on you will be your biceps. Now, you've been doing biceps like this. I'm going to have you do it up here. Your elbows are going to be up in the air. You're going to be pulling this way to the nose. Stretch. Contract. I'm going to lighten it a little bit for you.
good plan.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the weight right now. I just want to get the movement. Step back a little bit. Okay. Elbows up. Good.
Like that?
Yep. Stretch. Come on back. Good. To the forehead. Stretch it. Good. Any pain in the shoulder with that movement?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right, stretch it. And let it go. All right, I want to do one thing I didn't do with your legs. I'm going to have you sit right there. Put these back on. Okay. I want to see if, can you lift this leg straight up?
I hate this one. Like that.
Okay, can you bring it out? Bring it back in and bring it down. Try the other leg. Okay, bring it back out. Good. Bring it back in.
Very hard.
Okay, good. Well, that's good because now I see,
Oh, where it's pulling. Yeah.
yes, I see exactly what I have to work on here.
Yeah, to get walking, that's got to get.
Yeah, but that's one of the movements, that's my signature movement with all of the people that have trouble walking.
You find it there.
And that's right, and they all are walking fine. So,
Okay, good.
okay, we'll take this off. All right, and now I want to see one thing for your abdominals, so I'll have you stand back up.
Yeah, those are a bit rough.
Yeah, that's going to be your Achilles tendon.
I have that pump implanted in my belly, so it gets
Yeah.
hard. Hard.
Okay, I'm going to show you this and see if you can do this. Put the legs, you can hold, you can be sitting at the edge, you're going to hold on here for brace, and you're just gonna lift up. You don't have to come up all the way here, just off the floor. I wanna see if you can do that with the pump.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna have me do what the 70-year-old lady can do.
No, not yet.
Don't put me up against her.
You will get there.
Like this?
At the edge, and just come on up, squeezing that ball. As high as you can go there, good. Okay, put him down. Come on back up. Okay, good. Okay, so here's my evaluation.
Okay.
From what I've seen, you're about that far ahead of almost every person I work with. I'm going to be able to put you on a program that's going to literally change your body, change the way you walk, change the way you sit. So we'll get it done. I'm not starting it today. I wanted to just meet you, take a look at it. On Wednesday, what we're gonna do, if you come the same time, no problem?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I have not lived by the calendar.
Okay. So you'll let me know, but what I wanna do is, on Mondays and Wednesdays, is the days that I train people.
Okay.
So I wanna make sure that I'm giving you a leg workout one day and an upper body workout another. I'm gonna write it all down, I'm gonna have it ready for you for Wednesday.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is typically on Monday I do legs, on Wednesday I do upper body. So what we'll do is this Wednesday I'll start with you upper body, and then next Monday we'll start on the legs.
So this Wednesday
at noon.
At noon we'll be doing
We'll start upper body.
upper body. Okay.
And we're gonna do all the muscles. We do usually 3 sets of each exercise between 10 and 12 repetitions. So it's not gonna go that quickly. You know, you've gotta do your chest, you gotta do your back, you know, so you need to, you need, I would say a good 45 minutes to have enough time to get through that. Legs are usually about a half hour, depending on how long it takes us to do some of the movements. So, like this movement is gonna take longer to get through than it will for you to do squats, because the squats,
so much hard. Yeah,
right.
I can do it, yeah.
So, you know, like I say, if you get here at noon, if you leave yourself, okay, you're out of here by 1, even if we're done in 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you have enough time to be able to do it. I'm very confident we'll be able to help you and get you where you need to go.
Oh good, I need to get
So
able.
Well,
We're working on it, it's so hard. As you can tell, I've been working on it.
Well, well, you did tell me you're eating well.
Well, I do eat well, but I've had some digestional issues. I've been working on it for a year and a half with the functional medicine dog. So yeah, I had C. diff and I was in the hospital forever and lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
In a year.
Wow.
Just because I was so sick. So I gained back 30, so I think we're good.
Are you kind of following a Walls protocol, or where are you at?
Right now, we're still trying to eat food I can tolerate without being ill.
Okay.
So very limited still at the moment.
Okay, so give me kind of a list of that when you come next time, or email it to me. So I want to see what your diet is, so I could understand how we build muscle.
How we can build, yeah.
You know, what proteins you're eating now, what you can eat, what anti-inflammatory type of foods and supplements you might be taking. You know, get me that.
Oh, those lists too?
Yeah, no,
yeah.
No, I don't care if it's 20 pages.
All right.
You know, this is how I get to understand how your body's working.
Yeah.
And how I'm able to build. You know, it's funny, people always used to say, well, when you're old, you can't build muscle. Well, I'm 60, I'm gonna be 61. I'm still building muscle. Lois is gonna be, I don't know if she is 75 or she's gonna be now, but I've been working with her almost a year, and you should see her arms. I mean, she's built muscle. Why? Because we're giving her enough protein, she's getting enough exercise to be able to build. But if you work out, and I'm now stressing your system, but you're not getting enough nutrients, you're not getting
That
enough
doesn't do
protein.
any good. Yeah,
Right.
counter. Yeah.
You're gonna be, right, it's gonna be counterproductive because you're gonna be exhausted and you're not gonna, your muscles won't grow. So let me look through that and then I'll kind of make some suggestions if I see some lacking.
Yeah.
And you'll let me know, hey, I can do that, or there's no way, I've got to go this way, I can't go that way. So we'll figure that out. But you're gonna be fine. We'll get you there.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. I'm so excited.
Good, great. We're good. Okay, since this is the first time you're literally training,
Yes.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna do upper body today. And because of your posture, I'm gonna work specifically right now, and the first two movements are gonna be back movements, to try to get your back more straight, put more muscle in there.
Good.
So the first movement we're gonna do is what we call a lat pull down. And we're coming from the upper angle, pulling back and squeezing, and we're stretching the back muscles, okay? You want to keep your back against the pads, so I
Okay.
don't want you pulling forward. When you're stretching with your back still against the pad.
Okay.
So the movement is like this, and you want to try to stay at about a 6 count up and a 6 count down. And the reason we do that is it's called time under tension. And the longer the muscle is under tension, the more results you're going to get, the more benefits you get from the movement, okay? So let's get going.
Sure. This one? No, no, stay. Lay down. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Stay. She should be all right. Good girl.
Well, and let me know if the weight is too light or too heavy.
Yeah, probably not going to be too light.
We're gonna,
But we'll
we're
see.
gonna go for 12 repetitions. When you come in, breathe out. When you come up, get your breath in. So every time you do an exercise, the contraction is when you breathe out. Good.
I don't know how many that is.
I'm counting.
Okay, good.
I'll let you know when we get close to the end.
Sounds fair.
Good form. Excellent. You have 3 more to do. Last one. Stretch it out. Come back in. And stretch it out. Good. All right. I gotta get you a t-shirt. What size? All right. Stretch out. All right. Pull it back in. Don't worry about the reps. I'll count them for you. You just concentrate. 2 more. Last one. And stretch it out. Off of the bench, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like this. And you don't have to go that slow like in the other one.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to move them. You want to sit back far enough to get that stretch again. Okay?
All right.
All right?
Okay.
We'll get you there.
Shot.
But does your husband think you're crazy doing this?
He thinks I'm crazy doing everything. He's right.
All right, so second movement. Make sure you're leaned in a little bit. Okay, you know what? Slide back. Let's slide you back just a little bit further. Okay. Make sure your butt's touching the pad. Okay. Perfect. Right there. One arm at a time. There you go. That's it. Keep moving. Before you come back with the other one, make sure that the other arm is stretched out. There you go.
Right, okay.
There you go. Now got it. Perfect. Lean in just a little more. There you go. Okay, one more each arm. And let it in.
Sounds good. Good.
All right, lean in. Right there. Okay. One arm at a time. Stretch it and pull the other one. There you go. Perfect.
You're okay, Papa. It's okay.
One more each arm. All right, let it in. All right, I'm going to be switching the bench around. Now I'll get them for you. I don't want you to switch back. You're going to come around just like that. That. That.
Like this?
You're gonna basically, I tell people you're hugging a tree. Elbows up, perfect. Bring them in, there you go. Breathe out as you push. We have 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. Okay.
Creatine.
You got it.
Oh yeah, that's the
Creatine.
ATP cursor, right?
Right, but HCl, I'll tell you after you do your set.
Okay.
Good. Slow down a bit. There you go. Feel that muscle working. Two more. Last one. Good. Stretch it back. Good. Yeah, so creatine.
Excellent.
All right. Third and last set. Slow down. There you go. Good form. One more. Squeeze it. Come on back. Let's stretch it out. Good. All right.
Let's see that. Okay, so
Okay, arms out right, and then bring it back straight down, and you're going to come up and come on down. Now the reason we're using dumbbells is because Yvonne has a shoulder problem, so we don't want to irritate it by using the cables. So we're going with a very light dumbbell to start strengthening the shoulder. Two more. And last one. Good. Any pain or anything?
nope, that was great.
Okay, good. Hold on to them.
Okay.
You put them in your lap so you don't... All right, set number 2.
Okay.
Let's go again. Good. Slow down just a tad. There you go. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Let's rest. We'll do one more set. Last one. Now concentrate on when you're coming up, feeling the shoulder.
Okay.
Good. Four more. Last 2. Good, excellent. All right. I'll take those from you.
Deal.
Stretch in your triceps
Oh, okay.
and down.
Let's see.
This out of the way. Let me know how the weight is, if it's too light, if it's good. Elbows in, there you go. Step a little bit further wider, just so you have more of the balance. Okay, good.
Okay.
Triceps are working.
Yeah, working.
Well, I can see them.
Hey, burn!
2 more. And down. Okay, good.
And then,
Okay, what I'm gonna do with you is, we're doing what I call a superset.
okay.
So we're doing triceps and then we're going right to biceps, where you're grabbing it this way. Arms are extended, elbows up and coming to the forehead. Just like
Okay.
that, okay? Let me know if that weight's too heavy, it might be. Step back. Elbows up, arms extended, and bring it to your forehead. And stretch. Good. Slow down a little bit, there you go. Get those elbows up. Two more. Last one, elbows up. All right, we'll bring it back in and rest. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so a superset is where you do one exercise, you don't rest, and then you do another one. So we went from tricep press downs to bicep curls, that's a superset. Well, sometimes you do it for the same muscle group. I'm doing it one muscle against the other.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna rest and then we're gonna do it again.
Oh, okay. I thought we would have to keep going back and forth.
No, now you rest.
Okay. Jelly.
Yeah, you rest in between. Yep. Elbows in. Slow down on the movement. There you go. You don't need to rush that fast on the way up. Good. 2 more. Last one. Press it down, squeeze. Come on up, and then switch to the biceps. There you go. Elbows up. Step back a little bit so you get more of a stretch. Okay, good. Halfway there, get those elbows up. Squeeze. Squeeze. 2 more. And last one. All right, you survived your first workout.
Ooh, how marvelous. That's great.
Good.
Awesome.
So probably took